Okay, so I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the appointment subcommittee meeting, and it's June 1st, 2016 at 5:32 p.m. So on our agenda tonight, we have 3 different appointments that have come forth. And the first one is Angela Zamorelli for the ECA Plus Grants Committee. I spoke briefly with the mayor about this and applicant, because I wasn't able to be at the actual interview, but she said that this applicant was very enthusiastic and really excited to be a part of things. You can see on her letter that she has started to attend the committee's meetings to see what is expected of her before volunteering for this position. And she has already received different grants for her art, so is familiar with the grant process for artistic endeavors. So I don't know if anyone has anything to add or any concerns about Angela as an applicant.
No. Did you say this? Did she mention having any grant writing or kind of?
She had secured grants in, well, actually, she allocated grant money during her time as an undergraduate, so I would assume that she's more from the part of being in artistic clubs that are able to distribute money for different grant projects.
Mm-hmm. So has she been on the receiving side of it or the giving it out?
I don't have anything in the in her notes that mention that she has actually received funds. Mm-hmm. Well, she says, as an artist, I have benefited from LCC grants, so I guess so, yeah. As well as a Massachusetts Cultural Council grant. So yeah, she has applied for grants.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the most, on any grants committees that I've been a part of, the experience of how to rank the different grants and how to determine what is the most competitive grant for this funding period.
And the language to use.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nuanced, it's difficult to make those determinations. So I was grateful to see that she has at least some experience doing so. I don't really have anything else to add to her application materials for comment.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion to accept Angela Zamorelli to the ECA Plus Grants Committee.
I'll second.
Okay, hearing a motion and second. I'd like to, why do I always forget the language here? I would like to take a call.
Yeah, or all those in favor?
Okay, all those in favor of forwarding Angela Zamorelli's application to the full council?
Aye.
Aye. There's no no's, no abstentions, so go ahead and do that. Motion passed. The second appointment is for Ray Redfern. And he is on the licensing board. This appointment is a 6-year appointment. He's already been on the licensing board for 6 years and is now up for his 2nd term. Really don't have much in the way of I don't know Raymond Redfern personally, and I didn't hear about any interview with Raymond Redfern. I guess my biggest concern is that as a 6-year appointment, I think that would be pretty important to hear a little bit more of him as a candidate other than the one sentence that I'm interested in being reappointed. I haven't heard any feedback from the mayor about this appointment, and they haven't seen
Well, I mean, I've known him for years and years and years, and he has served on this board for the last 6 years, and I can honestly say that if anybody, especially because of the liquor licenses and whatever, and the dealings with those, I'm pretty sure that if anybody ever had any issues, they would have been up front and like they have for other people that have been on that board. So, and I think that he's probably performing well and in the best interest of the community and our business people. So I have no problem going forward to reappointing him for the next 6 years.
I haven't heard anything negative, and we've had other appointees on this committee that we have heard, but I can't
Yes,
say
we
I
have.
have heard anything negative. It's an interesting committee too, and that by law it has to be one Republican, one Democrat, and one unenrolled, which is interesting.
Oh, really? I wonder
Yeah.
what's the affiliation for Raymond?
I don't know, Karen would
I
have
think he
that.
may be a Republican.
He may be a Republican.
Because
Because it does have to be so that it's,
I think Jason was unenrolled. I think he might be the Republican. I'm not sure.
yeah.
I wonder if that would, what would happen if someone changed their appointment midterm?
The
Like their-
registration,
like,
yeah.
would they have to withdraw, or would it just
I
go
don't
through
know.
to the end of the term?
That's a really good question.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think because he's been
I
on
don't
already
think
6
it's ever
years.
happened.
Yeah, I think he probably would have done if he was.
I don't think it's
Although-
ever happened, so I think that, yeah.
Like I said, I have no experience with this person, and I can appreciate that sometimes no news is good news. And if I haven't heard his name in conversations, that's indicative of he's doing a fine job.
Yeah.
So I could go either way. I'd be happy to move forward with a vote, and I'd be happy with holding on just to have that last I dotted in talking with the mayor about her views on it. I can go either way.
Well, I would make the recommendation that we go ahead with the appointment. I'll make the motion to go ahead with the appointment for 6 years, to reappoint Ray Redfern to the Licensing Commission, and then present it to the full council, for whatever our vote is. And at that point, during council chambers, if you wanted to ask the mayor some questions about him, then it will be at the full council level for the vote. So I'll make the motion that we recommend the appointment for 6 years of Ray Redford to the Licensing Commission.
Okay, second that. So, all in favor?
Aye.
No nays or
Abstention.
abstentions. I was thinking exceptions. I'm like, no abstentions.
Abstention.
Okay, and the third one is for Donald Metzler, or Meltzer. I know someone with Metzler as a name, so Meltzer. And he is for the Nashawanic Pond Committee. And his application has a cover letter as well as the actual appointment application. And he has a history of working in the healthcare industry and has coursework at both the undergraduate and graduate level in biological sciences, which he feels would be an asset for helping them research and interpret scientific studies. And he's recently moved to East Hampton from Cape Cod, and he and his wife are both interested in becoming involved in ecological issues which attempt to preserve forested land and wildlife from development. So I think that the pond is something that we're always looking to make sure that there's an even character of development versus keeping nature as part of that scene. So I think his enthusiasm and his willingness to go to the meetings to see what they're about, and considering that, I think that's a positive move. Is there any other discussion on him as a candidate? I always find, now that I've been here for longer in East Hampton, it always is fun to see what new residents are really struck with the city. Obviously, the pond at the center of the city is definitely a selling point of East Hampton.
They do love the pond, as we all do.
Okay, so having no further discussion, I'll make a motion to consider Donald Meltzer for the Nashawanic Pond Committee.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
No abstentions and no nays. So I'll go ahead and move these three to the full council tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we have 3 more appointments on new business tonight, too.
Trying to figure out where what order my printer spit out all these papers at me. I was originally like, oh, I don't need those notes. I've already looked them over, so I was trying to skip pages and then had to do it over. So it'll take me a minute to get everything in order before the meeting. Having said that, do either of you have anything else to discuss for this meeting?
Are we gonna have, when are we gonna have our next meeting? We have some new appointments.
July 6th is our next.
So
City council
they should be fine for them to come up for July 6th,
Yeah,
right?
we changed it to 45 days, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so do you want to set it for 5:30 on July 6th?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great. Okay, I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
Second,
Okay, meeting adjourned.
thank you.